everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of We Can Hear You. They know. They know. They know that we can hear you. They know. Hey, everyone. No, I do this with every stream. Every stream I say, hey, your mics are now hot. And usually the group is like, oh, brilliant, we'll maintain radio silence until we start. Not this crew. Not this crew. And I'm looking specifically at Zelda, but the rest are all like, you know, just getting on in there. Anyway, hi everyone, welcome. Before we get yes, I have put Seth and Josh in the wrong panels. You are entirely correct. Let me correct that.
Is that a racist thing? Like,
no, you know me. It's really cool.
He thinks all Minotaurs look the same, doesn't he?
Hobgoblins, am I right?
I know.
Amber Gawain. How do disadvantages work? Does the receiver get the disadvantage, or do they get to throw it at someone else for us? That's really up to you. If you give the DM disadvantages, it's kind of accepted that the DM can issue them to whoever you like. If you give a player a disadvantage, it's kind of accepted that the player is the one that will receive that disadvantage. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, let's get through the opening links before we get too into it. I can see we're all chomping at the bit. Social media stuff. Go and check out our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube, where you can be a part of the community, get involved, get a game, and catch up with everything else. Also, check out the tweet, which I think I updated. Someone check that, but I think I updated the tweet. Go and retweet the tweet. Yeah, I did. Retweet the tweet. Let everyone know where you are and what you're watching. Also, check out our sponsors. The Deck of Many, who make the Deck of Many things, the Deck of Many animated things and spell cards, and also releasing in November, the Humblewood campaign. This is going to be released on November, I'm not sure what date in November, but early November, so check out their site. You can go and pre-order now. And yes, I have a copy. Also, check out Mage Hand Press, who will also be releasing a hardback copy of their Dark Matter system sometime very soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but I know it's on the way. You can check out that system on Thursdays at 1 p.m. when Alice runs the Mindfuck. I mean, Argo 37, which is a timey-wimey space campaign. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Mackenzie.
Oh, hi. I'm just gonna put it out there. My Castle of Advantages has a wonderful tower. On this side, but it would be lovely to have another tower on this side. Just saying. Anyways, hi. I'm Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. You can call me back. I'm relishing in this far too much. When I'm not DMing.
Can you even? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you through my walls of advantages.
I was gonna say, can you even get through all those advantages in the 2 sessions we have left?
You want to bet?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Anyways,
Mac,
yeah.
Just please don't hurt Seth. I've always trusted you. You're a great DM, and I love you.
Wow, resorting to just open flattery and pleading.
When have I not? Listen, when has this been a change from the norm?
Look, I'm not going to say anything except a 4-letter word that begins with S and ends in T.
Shoot?
That's not a 4-letter word.
Shoot. Oh, shoot.
We're starting off great, y'all. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lady on Twitter. I never got through my intro spiel. Just check me out on Twitter. If you like me giving these players hell, you can also watch me give my partner in love, crime, and shenanigans, Dennis Aldea, hell, as I DM one-on-one a D&D duet campaign, which you can find on @1on1DND on Twitter. The first episode of the arc that I am DMing just dropped today. I make an elevator fall and nearly kill him, and it's great. Everything's fine. Also, check out my writing on DM's Guild and Itch.io. I just released a compendium of 50 magical candies, which you can put in your DM's D&D games for Halloween and stuff. You know, trick-or-treating, and it's awesome. Yeah, I totally have prepared for tonight. Anyways, hi. As always, or not as always, but as we said for the previous weeks, our dear Raven will not be joining us for the rest of the campaign, but we love her, we love Bubbles. You should definitely check out all her wonderful stuff at Raven Co-op on Twitter and at Book and Bitch on Twitter. She is awesome and powerful and strong, and we love her and miss her so much.
I'm nodding in agreement.
Hey, Scrat, I think I just got 8 disadvantages.
It looks that way. Yep.
Hi, y'all.
Oh man.
Thanks, Embar Garwin. Hi, Joshua
Make me wonder,
Barbeau.
what's my
Hello.
build?
Hi. Yes, I am Joshua Barbeau at Joshua Barbeau on Twitter. You can find me there. I love to interact with people, so please reach out. And what am I up to? What am I up to? That's
You just finished writing something.
That's right. I did just finish writing something. So I've been working on this Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition module called Wrong Turn Dragon Heist. It is an add-on product to Dragon Heist. Everyone's talking about Descent to Tavernus, and I decided let's go back to Waterdeep. You know, that's not true. I've been working on this for a year. It is coming out on Monday. I decided it would be Monday. So in 5 days. And what it is it's a module that's going to give you a bunch of different scenarios to follow. Hey, look what she got there. A bunch of different scenarios to follow if your players decide to turn left when you really wanted them to turn right. What to do when things go wrong, like when the important NPC you were supposed to rescue ends up getting killed, or your players all get arrested and sentenced to death. You know, which could happen very easily in Waterdeep. So that's what it's all about. Go check out my Twitter. I talk about it more on there, and I'm very excited that it'll be releasing soon. On this channel, I play Sasira, and it's taken me almost the entire campaign, but I finally found the perfect set of sunglasses to represent Sasira. Which is all I need to say about that character.
Less those sunglasses. They're glorious.
Right? Aren't they everything 80s Sasira should be wearing all the time? I don't know if you can tell, but they are like multicolored. Can you tell the colors on there, or is the camera like totally ruining it?
I could just see the reflection of the screen, but I trust you.
Oh, they're like green and blue and pink. It's fantastic.
First, I just want to comment. I love my castle of terrible things to throw at my players. This is great. Thank you. Let's go around to Zelda at Zeldandroid. Oh, hi.
Hi, it's me. I play Seth. You can find me on my Twitter at Zeldandroid. And oh, right. I was gonna call it the fact that Rachel KYG. Thank you for saying Zelda, we love you. At the fact that I made like the dumbest spelling error ever, and I'm really proud that you love me through my stupidity. I am a big dumb idiot.
Zelda, it's okay to be a little bit frazzled. We all understand. I know.
Hi everyone, it's NPC Bree coming at you live with a live studio audience.
God bless.
Let's give Bree a shout out too.
Yeah, let's give Bree a shout out. You can find Bree on Twitter at NPC Bree. She's the Witch Queen of the Greyhawk channel. She is also has the honor of being my first longtime dungeon master. So a lot of my fuckery I learned from her.
And you can find her here on Thursdays at 6 p.m. where she DMs through Hells and Back, for which I have new dice.
New dice?
New dice. The official premium bonus stuff. Very nice.
I know.
Ooh.
Look, I'm totally okay if this stream just becomes a We Love Bree stream. Like, I'm okay with that. Because we love Bree.
You already know my stance.
Okay, but Zelda. Wife.
Wife? What? My wife?
Hi, everyone.
Anyways.
I'm Scratticus.
Last but certainly not least, Scrat.
I'm Scratticus and I'll be playing.
Rachel says put Bree into Apotheosis.
Oh, Bree's the devil. Done. No, actually, fun fact, Jack was based a little bit off Bree.
Is that why I was supposed to be attracted to her?
Look, when I said 6 foot tall lady wearing like 3-inch heels, you know who I took that description directly from? That was Bree.
There's a reason why Zelda was attracted to her.
Yes.
I'll be playing Skooka Clanahan. I was left in a place of peril last week.
I need to step away. I feel like nothing is going to get accomplished with me sitting right here.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think anything will get accomplished regardless of where you're sitting.
This is the
Anyways.
episode before the season finale.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
in
look.
like a sitcom, it's the episode where everyone just kind of like
Yeah.
does relationship
This is gonna
stuff.
be the fun episode where everything is resolved and everything gets tied up really nicely way too fucking soon.
This is the beach
Um,
episode.
Yeah.
Now the beach episode was like when you were actually on the beach.
Yeah, but we
Um,
fought a giant serpent at that time.
Anyways, yes, speaking of someone being left in peril last episode, does anyone want to talk about what happened last episode?
No, it's good.
Killed a
Brad,
bird.
I feel
killed
like
a chicken. It was on fire too.
sorry, wait, no, you were yeeted at a chicken.
I was cannon launched by Skuka at a giant flaming chicken.
And then
And I-
halfway through that launch, you went from half your size to double your size, went on the back of said flaming chicken, hacked said flaming chicken to pieces, and then jumped and landed on Earth like a badass.
Yeah, that sounds like Seth.
And there was a snake.
There
Which
was a
I
giant
think
snake.
was the planned encounter.
The one thing I had planned.
Right.
No.
The one thing you had.
Look,
And it
I had
really
exactly.
did just devour Skuka, didn't it?
It bored Skuka real good.
Don't use that word. we don't use the V word in this house.
I was gobbled.
You were gobbled real good.
Yep.
And then you were spat back out because Susira jumped into the snake's mouth and then beat it up from the inside.
All right. That's right. I did that. Four.
And then
Four.
I believe Susira and Cepheus took a nap. And Skuka
In the
went,
car.
yeah, they're probably going to be fine. I'm going to park my car under the bridge, leave my keys in the ignition, and go rob a store.
It didn't work out
Loot.
like that, did it?
Loot a store. There's a big difference between robbing and looting. If it's abandoned, it's looting. It's much more morally acceptable than robbing. Might not be legally acceptable, but it's more morally acceptable.
I'm just gonna like get. I feel like I need to question that. Just like get real close to the camera. Oh my God, Scrap.
In any case, we found Skuka with no loot. Well, loot
He
at
had
his
some
feet
Twinkies.
and death in his eyes.
As I, yeah,
Twink- Twinkies in his hands, death in his eyes.
yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate.
Yeah, seems legit.
I made a mistake.
One mistake.
Hindsight's 2020.
Um,
I mean, forward sight is usually not that far off 2020. So I mean, I'm still blaming Skuka.
Again, only one mistake? You only made a mistake? A solitary mistake?
I feel like at this point, Skuka should always have like a buddy. It's like buddy system for Skuka.
Yeah, he left his last buddy in a well of knowledge.
That was his ex-girlfriend, but true.
I
guess.
As I recall, in the well, I was buddy system with Cepheus, okay? Susira was dancing with Bubbles. I'm not saying I blame them. I'm just absolving myself.
I didn't
That's
realize the buddy
true.
system also involved you changing your sorcery points into second level spells just in case I, move.
That
Is
sounds
that
like the
buddy
buddy
system?
system
Is
to
that
me. That's the like potentially evil friend equivalent of holding your hair.
Look, I'm seriously okay if this session is just like we talk about what happened, but
This is the episode in the show where the producers ran out of money, and so like half the episode is just flashbacks to previous things.
Joshua, my friend, I ran out of money like in episode 6.
I just got word the show was going to be cancelled and just gave up from there.
That's fine. Anyways, are we all ready to jump back in? Is there anything else we want to get off our chest? Because I feel like this is a good time to just air any grievances we might have.
I feel like I should have way more advantages.
Yeah. Well, and I've adjusted the bit goal as well, because I realized when we got that massive donation of 4,000 bits that it was set at 50,000 instead of 5,000 for the goal, and 50,000 is a lot of money to ask for in a singular stream. So it's now back down to 5,000. I don't know how long it's been like that, but no wonder you all have been put off donating bits. Like,
I do love this cast. I do love this cast. I'm gonna miss this cast.
This cast loves you.
Don't get mushy on me. I have to play the devil. Don't do that. Speaking of which, this episode I want to start not with y'all, but we are going to actually pan over for a brief second from the car parked under a bridge. Whatever the fuck Skuka does. And we're gonna just look very briefly over, panning across Old Hyperion to the top of the library. The library itself is an almost unnaturally looking structure. It looks like it shouldn't be held up the way it is. It looks like two ziggurats sort of squished on top of each other, these jagged lines sort of curling up, all made of this reflective glass. And in this lighting with these swirling orange and gray skies, almost looks fogged over and streaks of cracks coming across these, what would normally be reflecting the blue sky, these silvery panes. And at the very top of this tower, at this weird structure, you can see there's just a cloud of smoke sort of rising. It's got a bit more of a red tinge to it, and as it sort of swirls and whirls in this unseen wind, there's red lightning sort of streaking from it. And you can actually follow it down and down and down to a single window at the very, very top of this library. Silhouetted in this almost completely glass space. A tall figure, a long coat with short cropped hair, these two skeletal wings sort of sprouting from his back, idly flapping. He seems to be following the path of a very broken Mini Cooper, sort of scraping along the ground as it drives through Old Hyperion. And there's a flash of light behind him, as another silhouette joins him on that top floor. This one shorter, curly hair, androgynous, and what begins as a husky puppy at their side, but with every step quickly grows and grows and grows into a massive wolf. And the figure speaks. Well, seems like things are going swimmingly, huh? And Scratch's wings sort of just flick irritatedly. It's not my fault. Apotheosis is messy in getting what I need. So you're just gonna blame the snake, huh? Okay, yeah, sure. I thought you were leaving. Oh, I was, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Fenrir and I are gonna go play the long game and all that fun stuff, jump planes, wahoo. Just wanted to stop by and gloat for a little bit because honestly, did either of us think those three assholes would be the ones trying to save the world? Don't give me that, Zelda.
It's 4. Thank you.
Oh, Scrat.
Hello?
Oh, Scrat.
I'm still here. My camera was just lagged to all fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, just like, oh, cool. We're down to 2 now.
No, it's all good. I'm all good. It's just, you know, people update software and then all the software is incompatible and it's great.
And you can see, again, the wings sort of, they almost seem to fold in themselves and they're tense. And they almost seem to like curl against this long coat with just this unbridled anger. And when he turns to look at Jay and Fenrir, they are both gone. And he just smiles. I am not going to let those 3 get in my way. I will get their souls no matter what it takes. I've already got one. And as the camera sort of whirls around him, in this sort of office space, completely windowed all around, there's a desk and like these nice velvet-lined plush chairs. But around that space, there are hundreds of these small crystalline structures. Some more orbs, some more like diamonds. And they all pulse with this faint white light. Some have a little bit of flecks of color to them, but there is one in the center, diamond shape, that is black. pulses a little. And sometimes, if you look very close, there are flecks of pink. We're gonna go over now to Cepheus and Cicera.
You're gonna drop something like that on us, and then pan over to us and expect us to roleplay right after. I'm gonna put on my sunglasses right now.
I'm sorry. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I dropped nothing.
Seth is immediately moving to Skuka. He realizes that he's in trouble again. It seems to be. Yes.
Didn't. Out of character. Didn't we wake Skuka up, or is he still unconscious?
Skuka is currently kneeling on the ground. He looks asleep, and if you look at his shadow, there seems to be like, there isn't anything like coming off of him, but if you look at his shadow, it looks like there's a pair of skeletal wings coming off his back.
Got it.
Seth at this point is less worried about the fact that there's skeletal wings and more the fact that Skuka is not doing so well. Doesn't seem to be doing so well.
Skuka looks out. Skuka looks unresponsive.
I'm gonna walk right up to him, put my hand right on his back.
Okay. It's a bat.
Skuka.
Nothing.
Yeah, Seth's gonna sit down in the ground and cross his legs as he does when he sits.
Cepheus,
and
make me a perception check.
That's a check. 19.
That is pretty good. As you sort of sit down, there's sort of a rustling in one of your pockets, and then it just feels like something is just shaking. It's just like vibrating.
Seth is going to pick the vibrating item out of his pocket. Assumedly, I know what it is, but
it is the cryptex that you got from the well not too long ago. If you look at it, it looks different. When you had first received it, it was completely still and lifeless. Now through the cracks of the where the letters turn on the cryptex, it's starting to pulse white. And there are two things on the capstones of it. One looks like this sort of jagged metal hellfire. The other is a red serpent sort of circling it. The red serpent itself is actually starting to move, almost like a mechanical bit, just like tick-tocking all the way around it. And it's glowing and it's shaking.
I'm gonna burn 5 of my lay on hands hit points to try to cure Skuka of whatever affliction he's got, if I can.
Ooh, okay. You can do that. Skuka does not wake up, but something might happen here. We'll see.
Cool. It says that. Here's what it says. That.
One disease or neutralize one poison. Okay.
Right. So if this is not disease or poison, then it won't do anything. But I spend the points anyway. Yeah.
It is not disease or poison, so it will not necessarily do what the spell says. But I will say those points probably won't go to waste. So make a note of that. Don't look at me like that, Scrat. It's fine.
Moving this cryptex to try and spell out whatever words seem to come to his head. And honestly, it's probably not going to be very many.
Give it a go.
Am I guessing? Am I free guessing right now?
Zelda, here's what I'll say. If you want to roll an intelligence check for me to give you hints, then we can do that. Or you can guess. I will also say I'm not a big puzzle DM, so it's a 5-letter word, Just give me some guesses.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
All right. Do you want to take one of my advantages? I feel
I'm gonna roll it straight.
Okay.
I feel, I appreciate the offer, but I'm rolling it as Seth, and Seth is gonna roll it straight because this is
All
his
right,
intelligence.
come on, that one.
It is a 9.
It was a 12.
That's unfortunate. Well, yeah. No, it's a -3. My intelligence is -3.
You know, you gave it a good go. Okay. So,
He's a
We love you,
himbo.
Seth.
well,
Seth is a himbo.
okay.
This might be a
Huh.
massive call out, but does Seth think shoot is a 4-letter word?
Yes, he does. Okay, I was in character when I said that. That's the
Uh-huh.
story, and I'm sticking to it.
You want to try shoot? Oh wait, no, it's short a letter. Well, you're fighting the devil. Devil is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Oh, that's fine. That night, maybe.
I have,
I was actually one of my
something else
thoughts,
I could do.
and yeah, he'll just start playing around and he'll spell out the devil first, or devil, not the devil.
I don't know. You turn it and you spell the devil, and there's a little bit of a click. It doesn't open all the way, but there is a click. It might need a couple more goes around.
I'll let Josh do his thing before I guess again.
I'm gonna try casting Lesser Restoration on him.
Disease or one condition. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Which that we've already covered disease and poison, so really blinded, deafened, or paralyzed is the only 3. Which seems like a kind of a waste for a 2nd level spell, given I already know 2 of those 5 things are off the table. Maybe I won't do that if you'll let me take that back.
You can take it back. No worries.
Thank you very much, Attack Trick, who is subbed for 4 months, 2 more months, and you get a new badge. And they are sending their advantage to Himbo Seth.
Specifically,
Bless.
Himbo Seth.
Specifically, Himbo Seth.
Has he ever not been? Let's be real.
Seth,
Anyone? Yes.
what are you thinking? You have any ideas?
This thing in my pocket, it's doing something. It wants me to, I don't know, solve it.
Can I see?
He's just gonna hold it. He's gonna keep it in his hands, but he's gonna hold it like out farther.
It's looking for a 4-letter word.
5 letter. 5 letter.
word.
No, shoot, did not work.
No. Did you try devil?
Yeah.
And you can
I
see
tried.
like the thing almost looks like it looks like one end has the end that looks like this jagged metal hellfire has disengaged.
What about horse?
So the one end looks like terrifying fire, death,
Yes.
and the other end looked like this
The
serpent,
red
right?
snake. Yeah, it
Ouroboros?
looks very similar to the one. It's the red snake Ouroboros that looks very similar to the snake you just like fought like an hour and a half ago.
Huh. If only we had bubbles here.
He's gonna try snake.
Wait. Are you trying snack with like no extra letter or snake?
Definitely snake.
Okay.
But he's gonna spell it SNAEK first, and then correct himself.
Okay. Nothing happens on SNAEK. When you correct yourself, the other end disengages. Both of you make me a perception check.
Happy to.
If he jiggles it, like you would a door handle that doesn't want to open, does anything?
Also, I rolled 14.
Okay.
Also, can I pop a divine sense?
I
see
rolled
what
a
I see.
7.
Oh, you can definitely pop a divine sense.
I'm doing it. Divine sense is popped. My glasses are down to my nose.
Okay. Cepheus, you're very preoccupied with this thing, which makes sense because as you sort of jiggle it and open it, the ends sort of come undone, and it's almost as if it like folds open, close. It somehow bits of it sort of fold away, almost like a flower sort of opening up, and then they just sort of resettle into a compass of sorts. It's still got the one end is still the Ouroboros, the other end is still kind of that jagged metal hellfire, but the inside is this pure white glowing needle that seems to be sort of spinning. Just sort of like Zazira, what you see. It's a little hard to make things out at first, but as you pop your glasses down, it becomes very clear. There is something standing over Skuka. A very familiar shape. And now you can see that shadow of those wings. They're not attached to Skuka, they're attached to this figure. Almost this burning red shape of a silhouette of a man in a long coat with short cropped hair and two hands on Skuka's shoulders.
Is it Scratch?
Is it old Scratch?
It might be. And you can actually see, you are so close that you can see that those feet, like you can almost see like in this sort of this hazy red fiendish glow, like the features. And you can definitely make out the fact that he makes direct eye contact with you and grins.
So, does this help me tell for certain if it is old Scratch?
What does Sisira think?
I think it is.
Cool. And he grins at you.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that twice. Get away from him.
Very well. He snaps his fingers, and both him and Skuka disappear.
What?
The needle on that compass you have, Cepheus, slowly stops spinning and starts pointing in a direction.
It's a compass.
Yeah. It seems that it might point to Skuka, or
Thanks, Sphinx for all.
maybe it just points to him.
Either way, I think we have to follow it.
Also, I do love you, Sphinx Earl. Thank you. I do see why everyone is freaking
Me?
out.
Put Bubbles in danger? Never.
I think we should go. The sooner
Let's
the better.
go.
And he's going to start walking in the direction the compass points.
Okay. And as you start walking, let's go pan over to Skuka. They swapped the music. So, Skuka, I believe last we left you off, you were, to quote your own words, trying to purge the devil from yourself.
Aye, that sounds about right, yes.
And it resulted in strange flashbacks of sorts. We ended up seeing where you grew up as a child and kind of where your morals, your self-admittedly devilish morals, sort of came to being. And I
Come on,
believe
now, devilish isn't fair, alright. They're just not necessarily the same sort of goody two-shoes morals that your average church-goer might have.
If you say so. And I believe last we left you, your baby self was sort of walking hand in hand with a figure that somewhere distantly in your mind you remembered or recognized as Mr. Scratch himself. And as you sort of take these steps one by one, that image and that memory around you starts to fizzle out. And you start seeing scenes from your own memory sort of play out around you. With every step you take, you feel yourself getting older, and you see those scenes around you. When you first discovered your ability to cast magic, when you first decided to leave home, the nights you've spent drinking and partying with your friends, the nights you've spent drinking at the bar beneath your flat, the nights you've spent with Jack. And every step you can see these scenes play out, the entire history of you meeting Bubbles, meeting Cicera, meeting Cepheus. That first meeting with Bubbles in a coffee shop, the first kiss you two had beneath that tree, the park. Oh, hi, I'll get close. I didn't mean to press that zoom, please. I'm just talking quiet, y'all. That's just me, sorry.
You're all good. You're all good. I was just...
And you see, you know, that first kiss you had with Bubbles in that park beneath the tree. Your first time playing Scrabble with her in her dorm room. The time when you first admitted that you... As she sort of patched up your lip.
Sorry,
And
you
that's
broke
a-
up just a little bit there. My internet service provider is aware of the problem. They are fixing the problem, but it's going to take about 72 hours. So could you just
Wahoo.
repeat that last bit again?
The memory of when you first told Bubbles that you liked her, when she was sitting in your flat together, and she's got a piece of ice sort of pressed to your lip. And as that memory sort of plays out, there's that sudden feeling of solid ground beneath your feet. And you are standing in your apartment. That memory sort of plays out like an after image at the kitchen table, sort of burned onto your vision. And there's a rustling of mugs next to you. I'm making tea. Do you want any?
No. Thank you all the
Alright.
same. I'd rather not take anything from you.
Fine, sit yourself. And you see old Scratch sort of start rustling through your pantry.
Make a habit of just, helping yourself to people's things, do you?
I figured we were friends, so, you know.
Do you know what? I thought we were friends as well. I did. That's right up until I got some real friends.
And you can see him sort of lean up against the kitchen counter. Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
I'm assuming you're talking about what? The two Minotaurs.
No, not just the Minotaurs. Friend Bubbles as well.
Oh, she's just your friend now, is she?
Look, whatever it is, no deal. I want out.
You haven't even heard what I have to offer.
Don't give a shit.
Rather rude, isn't it? I fixed up your car for you, you said. And you didn't even think hell gave out freebies.
That was before. You can put it back if you want. Take it away altogether.
Well. Very well, if you say so. But tell me, my friend, and you can see he's sort of like, he's still like, as he stopped bleeding, he's just sort of like bustling around, like putting a kettle on the stove, but instead of lighting it, he just sort of snaps his fingers, and there's this flare of red flame from your stove, and the kettle starts to boil. It's alright, yes, you have new friends, correct? Yeah, I mean, that's always good. It's always good to have friends, socialize, and get out more. Lord knows you need it, but where are they now?
If you must know, I left them sleeping in a car, so they had a
you
chance
left
to
them.
get.
Right,
I
yes.
I was going
Seems
to
like a
get
very
food.
friendly thing to do.
It was in fact, because I was going to get them some food before you fucking jumped me in the street, you asshole.
Didn't jump you.
Might as well have done. Sneaking up on a guy while he's happily looting a store.
Well, that's the thing, my friend. You were looting a store. It's very easy for me to slip into situations where you're not being good.
What? What are you talking about? Being good? I was getting food for my friends. Of course I was being good.
You also smashed through a window of some poor unfortunate soul's shop. You know, that's someone's livelihood. Do you know how much money that would replace? Do you know how much money you stole?
They weren't fucking
Sometimes
there.
it's good.
For all they know, a magical surge could have gone off. Anyone would have taken that opportunity. Don't you try and put this shit on me, alright? I'll have you know
But
that I
it
know.
is on you. You can't run away from that. You broke the window. You stole the stuff.
Who gives a shit about a window?
You're trying to avoid the devil. You might want to try being a good person.
It's a fucking window. What you talking about?
It's not just a window, it's someone's window.
That is such a capitalist point of view right there, alright? I don't give a shit about the fucking window. Maybe if I was smashing someone in the face, then I'd understand where you're coming from. But it's just a fucking window of an empty store in a city under the plague of, well, probably you, but essentially a cataclysmic event. I think I'm entitled to go in and help myself to some food, seeing as there's no one around.
Whatever makes you feel better about yourself, my friend.
Ah, fuck you.
Point still stands. Point still stands. I was able to find you very easily. That's a fact, my friend. My powers might be deception, but that isn't a lie. I found you very easily. Because you were doing something devilish. Something bad. You're the easiest to locate out of the, well, now 3 of you.
I'm gonna cast Blight on Satan.
Okay.
Hang
I don't
on.
think you have that
Blight
spell,
is my
Scrat.
spell
You
again.
don't
Shit,
have
shit,
Blight.
shit. Hang on, let me remove it from my
I'm
goddamn...
pestilence, okay?
What, really? I have Sickening Radiance?
Yes.
Hey, wait, let me read the spell again so I actually know what it does. God damn it.
What are Satan's health points? Hold on.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna... Didn't I use this last episode, though? I did, didn't I, right? So I don't have it anymore.
No, you did, but then you took one of the potions of long rest, so you got it back.
Great! Yes, I'm gonna cast Sickening Radiance.
Sweet. What does that do?
DC 14.
What happens if you on the failed save versus the success save?
Good question. Let's get it up with all of the spell description, shall we? In fact, let's just change it to a spell card.
Okay. Say 4d10 radiant damage. Just like in any spell. Okay. The creature moves into the spell's area the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage, and it suffers 1 level of exhaustion and emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. Okay, so the spell wording is a little uncertain. So if Scratch does save does make the save, would you rather Scratch take the damage or take the exhaustion?
Can you take all of it?
Well, if he fails, he'll take all of it. I'm just saying it doesn't say what happens on a success. If
Oh,
it's half damage and the exhaustion, or if it's like all
If
damage.
he succeeds,
no exhaustion.
as far as I read that, he doesn't get anything.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't
he's-
like that. That's not fair. I want to give him something, so I'm leaving it up to you.
Heck, I don't know. That's far too much choice for me to have.
Okay, I'll just figure it out then. Con save. Oh, well, then. Does a 30 pass?
That's more than double my spell save DC. I did not optimize this character at all, just to be clear.
Even if you had, I don't think you would have a spell slave DC of 30. At level 20, you might not have a spell save DC of 30.
Yeah, he rolled a 19. So, oops. So, what does exhaustion do again? I'm trying to figure out what's more narratively interesting.
Exhaustion gives disadvantage on ability checks, but not attack rolls or saving throws at level 1.
That's what I was saying. It's disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah. Typically, I mean, you could do whatever you want, but typically if something confers damage and an effect like exhaustion on a failed save, if it does anything on a failed save, it usually doesn't have the effect, it just has half damage.
Yeah.
I mean, do whatever is more narratively interesting.
Look, I'm gonna say because I have got fat stacks of advantages. Let's go for one level of exhaustion. So what do you think? Do you want to describe what sickening radiance looks like?
No, I don't really. Honestly, Skooker isn't really familiar with the spell. He just knows he's got access to it. So it's more like he just sort of meh, and this green light appears, like centered, apparently radiant green sickening light appears around the devil.
And so for a very brief moment, this figure, this long coat with these big skeletal wings, it sort of starts to glow this hazy green, and it fades. You're not entirely sure what it did, but you can almost see there's just a slight droop to his shoulders, and you can see the wings, which are normally flared out, sort of turn inward.
I reject you.
Fair. Clever. I'll give you that much. You're clever.
Fuck you, I don't need your justification or praise or whatever.
I'm
I'm clever.
I'm assuming you do not. I'm just saying it might be helpful to listen to what I have to say. Do you want to sit down and have some tea or not?
I've told you no. I have no
Alright,
interest in your
fine.
damn tea. Or your damn offer.
Okay, so you don't want Bubbles back. Fine. And he starts walking out of the room.
I know better. Probably lying. What do you mean about Bubbles?
And you see Scratch, and you were able to hold yourself from saying that until he was right at the door of the flat. And he turns around. But you left her in a well of knowledge. No normal mortal could get her back. But I'm not a normal mortal.
Up yourself. I'll get her back if I want to. Nah, I'm not interested after all. Not a normal mortal. Well, fuck you, I'm not a normal mortal either.
Hey, Scooter. Oh, I didn't put it on this character sheet.
Damn straight he's not.
Was that a lie? But you don't care if you get Bubbles back or not?
I didn't say that. I said I didn't care about him. I can get it back myself.
Alright, but you are missing out. And he sort of snaps his fingers, and I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. And actually, quick question before you do that. What is your charisma modifier for your saving throw?
With proficiency +6.
+6. Okay. Just wondering.
Gonna use an advantage.
Okay. Might be wise. Okay. You can feel the sort of energy wash over you. And it doesn't like take hold. There's like a little ache in your chest, but it doesn't take hold. But as you sort of look around, you can see like after images sort of around the apartment. You can see that after image still of bubbles sort of treating your lip by the on the kitchen table. And then you can see images of things you don't remember. You can see images of you cuddling on the couch with Bubbles.
Welcome
playing
in,
Scrabble with
Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Wandering DM. Oh hi. Sorry. Playing Scrabble.
You can see an after image of you playing Scrabble with Bubbles, sort of in the center of your living room, kind of on the floor. She's on her belly, and you're sort of fumbling around. And you, even in the brief after image, you know she's winning.
Thank you for that sub, Praxagorum and Phasmophoria. Please let us know where you'd like your advantage to go. And thank you for the 14 months.
You can see an image of you and Bubble sort of doing that silly dance that couples sort of do when it's 1 a.m. and you're in your socks and pajamas and you're just sort of like dancing around the apartment to no music whatsoever. They're not memories necessarily, they're after images of things that could be. And they sort of play out, and every single one just sort of lingers a little bit in your head.
I reject them.
So you don't want it back.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Leave me alone.
Do you really think a leave me alone is going to get rid of the devil?
You have no influence over me anymore. Find someone else to play with.
Alright. Fine, I guess we'll have to do this the messy way. And I need you to make me another charisma savings throw. Or dexterity.
Gonna burn another advantage on it, and I'll definitely take charisma.
Okay.
Thank fuck I burned the advantage.
Okay. Well. There is a sudden warmth as Scratch raises his fingers and snaps them. And you can feel this something try and grab your wrists. This sort of warm lash of energy, and for a brief second you can see these ethereal, red, glowing chains that sort of flash upward and try and grab your arm. You're able to stumble back in time, and I'm going to use an advantage. Spellcasting ability. This is spellcasting attack. Okay, well he's not doing this, but I need to click the spell attack thing. Where the heck is it? Oh my gosh, please. There we go. I'm just using this for a weapon. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Fine. Spell attack. Same bonus. Using an advantage. Cool. I'm assuming, does a 30 hit?
Does a 30 hit? Of course it does.
Okay.
Say no.
So, you see this energy try and lash and hook onto your wrist. You're able to stumble back in time, but he still reaches out for you, and his hand passes right through your chest. And you can feel him grab onto something and start to pull.
Fuck me. I'm gonna shite. Conjure
And
my.
we're
Fuck.
gonna pan to the other two.
At this point, I'm going full sprint in the direction of this compass.
Yeah, you can see
Like
it's her
Naruto
skin.
run.
Okay. You following the compass, I'm assuming?
Yeah. And
I think we both.
and
have
I'm
to
also
do.
reaching inside my head. Pestilence, if you can lead me to the devil, now's the time.
Okay. Remember what we said about asking nicely, asshole?
Please.
Or I'm gonna need you on this one as well.
Alright, fine. Look. Right, yeah, you're in the right direction. I can Ooh, that ain't good. Yeah, you might want to hurry.
We're hurrying.
And you can run. And as you run, Tasira, you know this path really well. As you sort of run and follow this compass, and it's almost like you can get ahead of Cepheus because you know these streets really well. It's going to your flat.
And I put two and two together, realizing where the compass is leading, and I stop following the compass and I start just heading for the flat. I say, I know where he is. Come on. And I run as fast as I can.
Wow, so proud, so helpful. Wow.
Pestilence is just sort of grumbling in the back of your head.
If you're gonna be a dick about it,
It does, Dick. Whether I'm dick or polite, it doesn't
do you
matter.
want my
Who's
help or not?
I want to save Skuka. You're
Oh,
either
I
gonna
don't
help
want-
or you're not gonna help.
Well, look, I don't want Famine getting sucked up somewhere, so we're on the same side.
And act like it.
Just don't be a dick.
And as you approach the flat, you can see the windows of the bar downstairs have been smashed in, and it's absolutely abandoned. And but from the flat and from the windows that you can see, there is a dull red light, sort of.
I am going to scale the outside of the building and go in through the second floor window to get straight to our flat.
Okay. Quick question: do you normally leave the windows of your flat open or closed?
I don't care right now.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna ask, because do you need to break through the window or not? That's just more of a. This is a logistical thing.
Because it's more dramatic, I'm gonna say closed.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Athletics.
I will remind you, you do have advantages and auto successes if you would like to use them.
You know what? I am going to burn. I should save those auto successes, shouldn't I? I'm gonna burn an.
Up to you.
I'm gonna burn an advantage. And I'm glad I did.
Roll 20's tempting y'all today.
Second nat 1 avoided by advantage. Thank you, chat. Thank you.
Hey, look, nat ones in this aren't necessarily bad. You can still succeed on a nat 1 with my rolls.
But at what cost, Mackenzie?
I like, Sphinxel says in the chat, I like that the being that brings plagues to people is telling someone not to be a dick.
Okay,
Don't be
firstly,
toxic.
fuck you.
It's pretty bad when Pestilence is calling you toxic.
Yeah. Okay, I burst through the window.
Okay, you're gonna need to roll
What
me.
happens?
Okay, you're gonna need to roll me an attack roll against this window.
Okay. Bam. 12. Does the window have an AC of 12 or higher?
Hey, I'm gonna pan this over to Skuka. Hey, Skuka, what kind of windows do you think this flat has?
Shitty single pane, like with a little like lead corset. They're probably cracked. This is a shitty student apartment above a nightclub. I don't know if you've ever been to an apartment above a nightclub. They're shite. They are
I don't
shite.
go outside. I spend my nights screaming TTRPGs. Do you think I go to a nightclub?
They are
I
the
will say, though,
shitest windows.
I will say though, apartments above nightclubs and stuff are usually barred windows. Where I'm from.
Yeah, not in England.
Hey,
Not this one.
actually, I'm gonna roll a d2, okay? Zelda, do you want evens or odds?
What do you people get up to over in the States? Why are you putting bars on nightclubs windows?
Zelda lives in. Never mind.
The States?
The
Hey,
States.
excuse you, token
Zelda's
American,
not
here.
American.
Zelda,
And
do you want evens or odds?
Zelda and I live in the same country, and there's no
Always.
bars on apartment windows here.
Yeah, I just want to see what happens. Zelda's busy. Skuka, do you want evens or
Sorry.
odds?
Are we doing a coin flip?
Yeah, I'm doing a coin flip.
Is this like a choice between chaos and order?
Yeah, we're gonna say barred windows is chaos because it's gonna make things harder.
Would you say that barred windows would be Sam Riegel
Probably.
and non-barred windows would be Liam O'Brien?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Vote for Liam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Single pane windows.
So I burst through the windows.
You do
What
burst through the
happens?
windows. And you see, well, you see a now familiar figure, that tall, older man with that short hair and that long coat that seems to just billow behind him, and these two massive skeletal black wings that almost drip this hissing black ichor. And he has his hand thrust through Skuka's chest and is gripping
What?
something. And from your outside perspective, you can see something start to glow in the center of Skuka's chest.
Well, as someone in the chat was so nice to remind me that I saw the devil, and instead of immediately punching him, I decided to speak and say, "Leave Skuka alone."
Yes.
I am not making that mistake again.
Uh-huh.
I am punching the devil as hard as I
Okay.
freaking can, right in
Okay.
the face.
Cepheus is catching up. You burst ahead. Cool. If you want to punch the devil,
Here's what I would like to do. It's not standard, so I'll run it by you first. I
okay.
would like to burn an auto success to guarantee that I'm successful. But I'd also like to burn an advantage to see if I can maybe make that auto success a crit. Is that a thing I could?
I
to
will
do?
say you have to choose one or the other. You take the risk of missing, or you use an auto success but no crit.
All right, fine. Auto success.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You punch the devil.
Hang on.
You
I just
rolled
learned.
twice.
I just learned how this works.
So that's fine.
Uh,
It's only week 10.
it's only for damage anyway. It's not.
I'm
It's not
sure
for,
it's fine. You're doing good. You're doing good.
But I just figured out how I can add the extra damage in without having to make a bunch of separate rolls. Like this. Why is this? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. There.
There we go.
That worked. All of the damage is put together already.
Wait,
That's
you
my,
did-
What level are we?
8.
there's a way that I'm able to add my Rite of Sickness and Divine Smite into the
Yes.
damage roll. So I
Yes.
figured out how to do that finally.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. It's great. I also just figured that out. So that's 17 points of damage on an auto hit. Awesome. How many hit points does this sucker have? I don't know. That's how many. I have to get my calculator out because these are big numbers.
Crack.
I'm bad at math. Okay. You punch the devil. The devil is like, you can see his head sort of snap. He doesn't move from where he's holding Skuka. Cepheus, you are behind your brother. You see your brother scale up this wall like Spider-Man and then barrel through the window. The compass is sort of like pulsing brightly with this white light and almost like pulling you forward.
Sev's gonna pocket the compass first off, and how high? Like, Sev is not the most dexterous.
Uh-huh.
Strong, but not dexterous.
Yes.
Actually, that's a lie. He's pretty dexterous as well. So would I have to roll to follow my brother?
You would have to roll to climb. I will say athletics or acrobatics to climb.
Okay. I'm gonna roll athletics. Just
Yeah, you
know,
have advantages and auto successes, reminding you up front.
a 16 or a 23, whether you decide I'd have advantage or not. He's pretty big. He's tall.
I will say a 16 is enough. You are able to climb up. You climb up and you sort of tumble through this broken glass, and there's shards of glass kind of everywhere in your fur and on your jacket. And you climb up and stand up just in time to see your brother sock Old Scratch in the face. I feel like now would be a good time to roll initiative.
Am I in on that?
Yes, you are. I'm gonna impose disadvantage on you though.
Shit.
Hey, Chad gifted me eight disadvantages. I gotta use them.
I know, but you got to say it before I said I was going to use an advantage.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Still,
I feel so bad.
not awful.
Oh, he rolled
fuck.
shit. Cool. Guess the devil's going first then. Hold on, I actually hold on. That's an important note. From my bank. Wells Fargo. Okay. So Old Scratch first, and then Cepheus has the higher dex, and then Suga, and then Sierra. Cool. Old Scratch is up. How do I want to do this? Okay. Hey, Suga. I am going to pose you an option. You can either make a straight charisma saving throw. I will say, however, the DC is high enough that an auto success will not be enough to cut it. Or we can do contested rolls. Old Scratch's charisma, or his spellcasting modifier, against
Mackenzie just secretly outed herself
your
as the devil.
charisma.
My charisma.
or
Oops.
All right, let's do it. Charisma versus charisma.
rolls. Charisma versus charisma.
Charisma versus charisma.
And I believe because of exhaustion, I have disadvantage on this. You roll first. This will be a charisma save for you.
Hang on a second. I'm going to use an advantage. I've got him, so I'm going to spend him.
All right. What did you roll?
21.
21.
Ooh, nice.
Blackjack.
Okay, I have disadvantage on this, so we'll see what happens. You beat it. You feel he grabs onto something in your chest, and you can, he tries to pull, you can feel it's like there's something, like there is like ropes connected from the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes all the way to the center that he has his hand on, and as he pulls, you can feel like pins and needles streak all the way through all your extremities as he pulls. You are able to pull back, and he doesn't necessarily lose his grip, but he doesn't get any farther with pulling your soul out of your chest. It's Cepheus' turn.
Oh boy. Seth is gonna ask War for assistance, first of all. Hey, this might be the right time.
Alright. What are you thinking? You're battle commander. What do you want?
You're pretty tough. Want
Okay.
equal share of this body? Between the two of us, I think we could take him.
You can feel a smile in the back of your head. Hell yeah.
Seth's back will straighten, and you feel some of the muscles and all the kind of the bones and stuff crack in his back as he straightens.
Okay.
And he's gonna flick his battle axe out from its compact form into its full two-handed form.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna rage.
Hell yeah. And this time when you rage, you feel like you have more control. Maybe it's because war takes some of it, but you don't feel that same bloodlust. This feels cold and calculated. For the first time, you feel like you have control during your rage.
And the first thing he's gonna do is, I believe, do I have to move farther than my movement speed to be considered dashing?
You have to take the dash action,
Okay. I will
which
just.
means you cannot attack.
Okay,
Unless, like, there's something that says if you dash, then you can attack at this, like, on the same time.
I do, but I think I'm just gonna move up, and I'm going to test out this union of power, and just take 2 big swings. I see my brother, and I'm going overhead, and just try and work precision rather than just fury and wild swinging. And does a 28 hit?
Sorry,
a nat
does
20,
nat
20. And
Okay, hey.
I'm gonna use an advantage on the second throw real quick. Oh,
It's a nat 20. So my rules for nat 20 are you can either take the double damage, or you can take damage in an effect.
I'll take the effect if I can sever the hand that was in Skuka's body off of the devil.
Hell yeah.
Yep, I'll do regular damage, and I will take the effect to completely sever the hand just above the wrist.
Okay.
And that is a 13 damage.
Mhm.
And his axe cleanly cuts straight through flesh and bone of the
Kuka,
devil.
you see this axe brush like right by your face. It misses you, but you can almost feel it like cut, like brush against the tip of your nose. Maybe slice off a couple mohawk hairs. And it just goes right through the devil's hand. It separates it.
Okay, I'm gonna make my second attack.
Attaboy.
I did call
Attaboy.
advantage.
You did call advantage. You did call advantage.
So that's another. Yeah, this time I'm gonna do double damage, Mackenzie.
Okay, go for it.
Unless I can cut his head off, but I don't think that's gonna work.
No, no. I mean, I'm debating it. I will say cutting his head off won't kill him, but I mean, like, you could certainly try. If you want, I'll leave it up to you. It's not gonna like end the fight immediately, but you know, it's an option.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a swing.
Okay, you swing and you cleave. You swing down. The hand slices right through the axe slices right through his arm. You swing. You use the momentum from the upswing and slices right through his neck. And Skuka, you watch as the axe swings again, dangerously close to you, but missing with almost this precision you haven't seen Cepheus use before. And old Scratch's head just sort of comes rolling off. There is no like spurt of blood or gore. It is just a very clean cut, and the head just sort of tumbles off. The body's still standing though.
And that's 15.
That's 15 damage. Okay.
I don't have any cool one-liners for this, but
That's fine. That's fine. He's gonna use a legendary action. Let me just real quick check the spell.
Legendary action, put head back on.
Hey, just to clarify, right? Because you're a Minotaur, you count as both a humanoid and a monster, correct?
Yep, humanoid and monstrosity.
Cool. He's gonna use his legendary action. You need to make me a wisdom saving throw. And I will say the DC is high enough that well, actually, what's your wisdom saving throw modifier?
Just a 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this much: a auto success is not gonna be enough because an auto success is average.
Yeah, let's just straight roll it. I'm gonna cry. It's a 12.
Cool. Okay. You cut his head off, and it falls to the ground. And somehow still the head just sort of moves and turns to look at you. And Skuka, from where you're standing, you can see this head, the eyes, they sort of burn this like deep, fiery scarlet. And then those eyes start turning to smoke, pouring like tears down his face, pooling onto the ground, and it starts to pour and billow, kind of coming out of his ears, coming out of his mouth, as he just sort of grins and laughs. And you can see the smoke kind of crawl up Cepheus's body, and go straight down his mouth. Cepheus, you are no longer in control.
Well, him being in control was fun while it lasted.
Skuka, it's your turn.
And the devil is gone.
No, the devil's body is still, like, the devil is still standing there. He just has no head and no, like, left arm.
Yeah, I flick my cigarette away. And in the trail of ash and smoke that is produced, I'm going to conjure my shadow blade.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna stab... No, wait, hang on a minute. That'd be a bonus action, wouldn't it? Shadow blade's not a bonus action. It is a bonus action! Fan-fucking-tastic. Great, I'm gonna conjure my shadow blade, and with my action, I'm gonna stab at the devil.
Okay. Do it.
Hang on a minute. I remember
That's
now.
damage.
Yeah. It only rolls damage. Let's roll a dagger roll just to see what it's like. There, 16.
16 does not hit.
God damn it. I aimed for his head. It's missing. Damn.
Yep.
Come on, Patty.
Curses. A trivial mistake. Anything else you can do on your turn?
That's my action and my bonus action.
Okay.
I will look in horror at Cepheus.
Looking in horror is a free action.
Why,
Zero,
thank
it's your turn.
Pestilence. Please. I really need your help. And I'm going to do something I've never done, but that Scrat has tried to do 3 times. And cast blight on the devil.
Do it. Heck yeah.
Cooldown.
Okay.
He has to make a Constitution saving throw. I don't know if not having a head would give him disadvantage on a saving throw like that.
Oh my god. Oh my days.
What? Someone just gave you more disadvantages?
They are concerned that you are worried about using up all of your advantages, so they've given you some more.
No, they gave me more disadvantages.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Thank you. I was getting afraid. I was very concerned. I'm so happy that you appreciate and care about my concerns.
Look, I finished on my
Speaking of your disadvantages, Mac, speaking of your disadvantages, you could totally use one on this Constitution saving throw.
I mean, I could, yeah. Not gonna, but I could.
I'll trade you one of my advantages to give disadvantage on that roll.
See, that doesn't seem fair because disadvantages are like higher price.
I'll trade you
So-
2 of my advantages to give disadvantage on that roll.
Okay. Scrat, does this work? Is this allowed?
You're the DM.
How many advantages do you have?
Lots.
I have a bunch.
I think you've got about 7 there.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll use a disadvantage on this, but you got to give me 2 of your advantages now.
I'm giving you 2 of my advantages to use a
I
disadvantage
feel like
on
the
that.
deals with the devil thing is becoming it's starting to bleed into reality now.
I finished
Well,
my
you
beer.
know.
I finished my beer. I'm gonna go and get some more food to stress eat. I'll be right back.
Okay. Thanks for. Bye.
All right. All right. I
Scrat's
Deal
gone. Take
accept-
over the stream.
deal accepted. You have to make a con
Okay.
save with
Con save at
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Okay. That's 15.
My spell save DC is 12, so you still succeed. But it's half damage on a success.
And I still get 2 more advantages.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you want to know something that'll make you feel sad?
What?
His con save modifier is plus 11. Even if he rolled a nat
So
1,
he rolled a
would've-
4. Wow.
Even if he had rolled a nat 1, he would have passed.
Wow.
Hi, deals with the devil. How are you?
Well, take
I feel
20.
so bad. I feel so bad.
Take 20 necrotic damage.
I will take
That's
that
on a
20 necrotic.
that's on a successful save. Eat it.
I will eat it. I will eat it with joy. I'll. You know what? I'll be nice. We'll round it up to 21.
Sounds good.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Josh. I love you dearly.
I love
But
you too.
man, the deals with the devil are just like I am becoming the devil.
Well, I don't have the highest spell save DC, so I was like, I had
It's
to.
okay.
I had to.
Look, I toned down his. I had to tone down his character sheet because I originally was using a mage hand press one, but then I toned it down so be manageable. But like
Oh,
some of his modifiers are still like
question.
yes.
I don't actually know the answer to this.
Okay.
The spell save DC I gave you was based on charisma because my paladin spells are all charisma based, but this is from my pact
This is
with.
from your your pact or not your pact. This is your feat. I don't remember
Yeah.
what I gave. I think it was wisdom for your feat.
If it's wisdom, then it's 1 higher, so 13. So it
Okay.
still doesn't.
Well,
it doesn't make a
cool.
difference. Yeah.
It does make a difference.
It makes a difference of 1 point, but you
Well,
still
hey, look,
succeed. so
if he had rolled a nat 1, he would have failed. There we go.
there you go.
So
Yeah, for a
there
paladin,
was
I
still
don't
a
have the
chance
best
of him.
subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. I know. I totally get it. Okay, so he takes those 20 points of damage. I really can't do his turn.
Oh,
No one else is here.
you're right. You know what? That's fine. I'm not done my turn. So there you
Alright,
go.
yeah.
That was my action. I still have a bonus
Okay.
action and I can move.
Yeah, you can move.
As a bonus action, I'm going to take another 8 points of damage so that both of my fists do poison
Do the glowy shiny.
shenanigans.
mighty thing.
I assumed that I did one. I didn't outright say it, but I had taken the damage to do one for my initial punch, but now I'm doing a second one right now. So I've taken 16 total.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, you can activate your second right, and you can see Pestilence. You can feel like Pestilence get some sick joy out of this. But and you both your fists sort of alight. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Well, let's see. So Skuka is, Skuka's back to normal for Skuka, right? Seth
I mean,
saved him,
look, he's still got a residual double hand on his in his chest.
but it's
but,
been
like,
severed from the.
It's
the-
been
the
severed,
body.
so it can't really do anything. The head on the ground is gone because, as you've watched, the smoke has sort of poured up into the into his face. Although if you want to roll me an insight or I get insight or perception just to see like what exactly happens. You could even, well, fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
Double nat 20. No, I didn't use advantage, but you know, that's hilarious.
I mean, no, it wouldn't have mattered. Cool, yeah. Let me actually look at the Dominate Monster spell.
So Dominate Monster is just strictly better than Dominate Person. It will work on anything.
I will actually, I have no idea actually. Old Scratch doesn't have Dominate Person, only Dominate Monster. I think Dominate Monster works on everything.
But Dominate Monster is just strictly better than Dominate Person. It's just a higher level version of Dominate Person. Dominate Person only works on humanoids. Dominate Monster works on everything.
Okay.
Except things that are immune to charm. So if for some reason if
Cepheus is for some reason immune to charm,
then Dominate Monster wouldn't.
Okay. I will say this much. You look at Cepheus, and with that nat 20, it doesn't look the same way that it did when like War took over. You know how War looked, or how Cepheus looked when War took over. And there is still some of that straight backness and that sort of pride to it, but it's less unwilling. You can see there, you can still see your brother in there, but as you watch that sort of that red smoke pour into Cepheus's mouth, it doesn't look like that same complete wash of control. Cepheus technically looks fine. You know, with a nat 20, you know something happened. You know there is something wrong. But when you look at Cepheus, it looks like he's still in control.
Well, as long as I beat the devil into within an inch of his life, I'm sure Seth will be fine.
And speaking of which, it is the devil's turn. All of you watch as sort of like this body, now missing a head and an arm, sort of just backs up and it stumbles against the counter. And there is a sort of curling of smoke. It almost looks like that hazy orange gray light that just fills the sky around you. You can see it sort of rise up like steam from the wounds that you've left. And it starts to form a face again. It starts to curl up and back into a head. And you can see the arm start to reform again in that haze. And though there isn't really an expression yet, as the face is still reforming, there is a gap in its where its mouth should be, and it smiles. And the smile stretches unnaturally wide, almost as if its jaw unhinges just to laugh. And with its good hand, it snaps its fingers and blinks away.
Am I still under Dominate Monster then?
Oh yeah. But you're not like completely lost control. For all intents and purposes, you can still control yourself. For now.
Are you still there? Or?
Where did he go?
Cepheus, your spellcasting modifier is strength, correct?
My spellcasting modifier is strength. I just yell really hard and it casts something.
Okay, roll me a
flex my
strength.
cast.
Roll me a strength saving throw.
Okay. That's a 17.
On a strength save, you can actually hear War. Yeah, I'm trying. You could still feel her presence, and you could still feel them sort of taking some form of control.
Real quick.
Yes.
I believe. Does Raging block Charm? Because Dominate Monster is a charm. Is it? I believe Rage Resistance. Once you have Rage, I thought Rage had a.
That might be a thing for like a totem barbarian. I don't I think you have advantage against things, but I don't think it completely blocks charm.
I thought there was a thing for fear and charm.
I think you get advantage against those, but I don't think you get maybe we can look it up if you want.
I'll look it up. For now,
Okay.
we'll keep doing it as it is. But,
Okay.
yeah, I'm trying to make contact with War. She's
You
still
can
there.
hear War, she's still there, but it's struggling. It's almost as if like cutting in and out. But like you don't feel that loss of control you felt when War originally took over your body.
Okay. Oh, it's next level mindless rage, and I resist charms or suspend them if I'm charmed, and I rage. So I have a shame.
Ah, that sucks. Wow. Oh no, really unfortunate there, isn't it?
It is what
but,
it is.
For all intents and purposes, you're out of initiative. The devil is gone. Googie, you still feel something in your chest. There's still like a suspended devil hand in your chest.
I would like to pop my second divine sense, pull off my sunglasses, and look around, make sure the devil is really gone.
Yeah, you can pop your divine sense.
First thing Steph's gonna do, besides trying to contact War, is pull the compass out again.
Okay. When you pop your divine sense, you see a tiny devilish glow from within where the hand is still. And you can see a slight devilish aura around Cepheus. It looks a little stronger than what you're used to seeing now with like War's presence coexisting with Cepheus's, but there is something more fiendish in Cepheus now.
Seth, do you feel all right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, physically, yeah. War seems to be having
There's something wrong with you, but I'll deal with it in a second. And I'm gonna reach down and try to pull this arm out of Skuka's chest.
Please.
Okay. Skuka, do you try to help or are you just letting this happen?
If I can
Wait,
help, I'll
is
help.
the arm that I severed still in Skuka?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
I'm gonna pull this arm out of his chest, and I'm going to simultaneously, if you'll let me do it simultaneously, burn a cure wounds.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you you can pat him on the shoulder with one hand, grab the arm with the other, and pull. Make me I don't know, charisma. Make me a charisma check.
Seems legit.
With advantage, because Skuka's helping you get this out of your chest.
9.
Ah, fuck.
Well, look. You can pull the arm out of the chest. Just something comes with it when you do.
Ooh.
You pull this arm and you are able to remove it. Skuka, you feel something dislodge.
That's not
And
good.
as it
I stop
you can
helping
feel-
immediately.
cool. You can feel like that pins and needles sort of streak up all your extremities and kind of curl at the back of your head. And as this arm sort of pulls out, you see curled in the devil's fist. It looks almost like a diamond, kind of multifaceted, a little gem. Oh my! I can hear Zelda left her headphones, and I can hear myself. A flicker with light. It's sort of a combination of thanks, Bree.
Thanks, Bree.
Love you, Bree. It flickers with this combination of this reddish glow with an almost palish green. And it as this sort of gem pulls out of your chest, Kuka, everything you're feeling, all your emotions, your ability to feel emotions goes completely dead. as this thing comes out of your chest.
Skuka.
Aye.
You okay?
I'm not dead.
No, you're not. Oh, and by the way, you get back 8 hit points.
Did I lose any hit points?
I don't know.
I was having really difficulty swallowing that soda, y'all. No, you're good.
He had a fist inside his chest, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, look, it wasn't like physical damage that he took. It's his soul is just not in his chest anymore.
Got it. Well, I take the gem out of the fist, like I pry it from the fist.
Mm-hmm. It feels warm. It actually, as you hold it, actually, Skuka, what was your primary emotion when this fist grabbed you? The last thing you felt?
Anger and defiance.
You grab this gem, and it is a wave of just like, fuck you, just sort of washes over you. It's not like you lose control, but you just feel that like anger and that sort of, fuck you, I do what I want.
Skuka, I think this belongs to you. And I hand him the gem.
I take the gem.
Mm-hmm. As you take it, you can sort of feel it's very dull. You can start feeling your emotions again. It's that very sort of dull feeling you get almost when like you dissociate, and it's like there are feelings there. They're there. Just can't feel them right now.
I'm gonna put that gem in my pocket.
Okay. You still feel that sort of emptiness. That sort of hazy feeling of emotion. It's sort of there. Actually, roll. What is your spellcasting modifier for the feat I gave you?
Charisma. Matched mine.
I think it was charisma, yeah. Roll me a charisma saving throw. As you put that gem in your pocket, that emptiness that you sort of feel as you don't put that back, it extends to famine. You don't feel like famine's sort of there anymore.
Alright, so we need to kill the devil, right?
Yeah.
Need to kill him. It's the only way to get Bubbles back, right?
Cepheus in the back of your head. You hear? Yeah, that's correct. Come find me. Come to the library. It'll be fun.
But where do we find him? I mean, I've got special senses to help detect him. And and even I can't find him.
Seth's just gritting his teeth, and you actually see him start to leave. He's leaving the apartment the regular way, just through the door.
Under
Seth.
Dominate Monster, every time the devil gives you a command, you do to the best of your ability to follow it. So Seth starts to leave.
He's not answering. He's just leaving.
I follow him. I grab him by the arm. If I can catch up.
You can do that.
Seth,
Yeah.
where are you
Don't
going?
tell them I'm here.
Going to the library.
All right. But can I try something first?
Do what you will. I'm going to the library. And he just continues to start, like, trying to walk.
I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil on my brother. And then I'm gonna follow him to the library.
Okay. So next time you make any new saving throw against Dominate Monster, you get advantage.
Mhm.
Just trying to be. You can also cause a creature use a reaction each time the target takes damage.
Mhm.
You can make a new saving throw. Okay.
And yeah, that'll last for up to 10 minutes as long as I concentrate on it. So
You know what? For funsies, we're in the last episode. It's gonna last. It's just gonna last. We'll just.
awesome.
We're in the last 2 episodes, y'all. Might as well.
It really is that producer knows the show's gonna end episode, isn't it? You know, start throwing the rule book out.
Again, Scrat. I feel like I threw out the rule book like in episode 1 when I said these are great weapons.
Also, enlarged
Hey,
skin will
my
last for an hour.
fists are pretty great. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is just a modified version of reduce that just lasts for longer because I like this. It doesn't last for just a minute. I've been
It's
throwing out
just
the rule
little
book.
stuff.
I just been throwing out the rule book since day 1. Like
It's true. It is true.
I let you
yeah.
yeet Cepheus last episode.
I did. That was fun.
And cast 2 spells in 1 turn, even if you still had action surge.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just
For
gonna
fun.
ignore how much I blatantly skirt the rules. It's fine. So Cepheus, you're heading to the library. What are Skuka? You feel nothing, but are you following?
Yeah, they're important. Even if I can't feel that, I know they're important. My morals don't change.
Okay.
Funny, because if you watch Cepheus walk away, and it's not something that looks automated, he is, of his own free will, he'd have still gone, knowing that that's where he'd find him.
So you walk. Is there anything you'd like to do as you walk?
Seth is boiling. Like he's trying to get. He's talking to War a little bit. Maybe trying to hash out kind of not a plan, but a reaction.
I want to try to talk to War. Make me another strength save.
I'd like to talk to Pestilence too.
That was the worst. Oh no, sorry, that was a strength roll, not a
That's
strength save.
check. Make me a strength save.
A 28, natural 20.
On a 28. Good, Zelda.
Hi.
You're gonna roll so many nat ones next episode. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Okay. You feel there is a moment where like that it's almost like there was a haziness you didn't realize was there, and it suddenly clears for a moment, and you hear War go, "All right, I'm here. Good Lord, you don't have enough room in this head for more than one person." Good.
He's trying to separate us, and he wants in.
I know. He does this. I can't get him out though.
I don't know how to get him out. I'm hoping that hitting him really hard will stop it.
You know, I hate to say it, but I think that's our best bet.
So, at least I know where he is.
Yeah, that's much. Though I'm worried why he's telling you straight up where he is.
Obviously, he's got something up his sleeve.
Well, obviously he's the devil. He's got something up his sleeve that's up another sleeve.
Guess we just gotta either hit him harder or think smarter.
Alright.
Think smarter? Is that right?
You feel the equivalent of someone patting your shoulder. That's close enough. Alright. On a nat 20, I'll say War's able to stay. You don't get that same sort of jittery connection anymore. Kathira, you wanted to talk to Pestilence.
Yes. Pestilence.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, fucking
right.
thank you.
I have been a dick. It's not every day I have to share my headspace with someone else.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you that much. It's not exactly a common thing.
Something I need.
What do you want?
Need to know how to stop the devil from running away the way he has been. Vanishing and whenever he wants. How can we bind him to one place? Is that possible?
There's a pause as Pestilence sort of thinks. There's nothing I think I can do. The easiest way to keep him anywhere is just give him something he wants. Hold something he wants in front of him. He's not, as much as he likes to parade around, he's the father of temptation. He's not above it.
And what does he want most of all?
Us.
Well,
He broke the world tree to get the four horsemen back for a reason. He wants us.
when you say us, you mean the four of you, each inside our heads. Not me and Skuka and Seth and Bubbles.
And you could feel that sort of nod. Yeah, but if we're soul bound to you, it's a little hard to separate. Why do you think he was digging that thing out of Skuka's chest?
Was that thing... What is it, famine?
That was famine. That was also Skuka. Everything that makes Skuka Skuka was in that.
I see. I think I know what to do.
Well, I was never the smart one, so have fun.
Neither was I. I learned
Well,
this from
fuck.
Bubbles.
And you can see that fuck almost retract as you say that. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I have smart friends.
good. I feel like we're gonna need that.
Me too. Me too.
Anything else y'all want to do is you sort of walk along these streets, and they are near empty. Again, you see the, a tumbleweed roll across the road, and that sort of hazy black glow, or hazy gray glow, just sort of filling that sky, sort of tinged with purple around the edges, as you assume maybe the sun is setting somewhere, but you can't see the sun. And you can keep walking along these streets, and you find your way back to the campus.
Skuka.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just on the way. Skuka, how you doing?
I'm just fine.
Sure?
Yeah, my head's clearer than it's been for years.
Yeah, so you don't still have a voice in your head then?
Guess not.
Voice in my head told me that that gem in your pocket is famine.
Is it now?
But he also said it's you.
No, I'm fine.
All right. If you're not fine, you'll tell us. Because Skuka's been completely honest with us up to now about everything.
I
trust you, Skuka.
genuinely,
You.
I don't have any of the things that are normally looming over me.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
Thank you very much, Falcon and Venom, for subscribing with Twitch Prime 6 months. You get a new chat badge. You now have a hat. Stay for another 6 and you'll get a fancy embroidered hat and graduate cap. But until then, you have an advantage to gift. Please let us know whom you would like to gift it to.
My stacks are getting a little short. I feel like I could use another one.
No.
Help
Down.
Seth roll well.
Down. Scrat. You get it.
Thank you.
We did you did add me 2 advantages from Joshua's file, correct?
Yes,
Oh,
I gave her
I just deleted them. I didn't realize we were transferring
Oh,
them.
no,
I,
it was
I
a
gave her
trade.
two
Oh,
advantages
my
in order for
days.
her to put one of her
Yeah.
disadvantages on that roll.
What are we doing? Oh my god.
It's called a deal with the devil.
So weird economy.
Well, I mean, it's the closest monetary exchange because 2 advantages is about £6 and a disadvantage is 5.
Yep.
Sorry, but forget Scrattish pounds. I need advantage and disadvantage trade.
Just cutting out the middleman. My god.
And as you walk, you can get back on the campus, and it's the first time you've ever seen the campus completely empty. There are no students, no bikes, no dogs. Even the fountains that are running normally are completely silent. And as you walk along these sort of cracked sidewalks, look at the buildings, they're not necessarily, none of them are necessarily as destroyed as some of the buildings you've seen around the city. But as you keep walking, you can see the glass is dull and some of them are a little cracked. And as you keep walking and approach this library, you see that towering column with billowing red smoke and the sparks of red and black lightning just sort of streaking through it at the very top of this structure. Cepheus, in the back of your head, you hear, "Come on in, my friend. I hear the elevator is a great way. Very quick. You don't want to be climbing all those stairs anyway."
Yeah, sure. And Seth will walk right in. A mix of too dumb to feel fear and dominate monster, I guess.
Do the other 2 of you follow?
I'll head into the building, but I'm not sure about this elevator business.
Oh, you didn't hear that. No one else heard that.
Yeah, but even if I see Cepheus walk into an elevator.
Mackenzie's known for killing people in elevators.
No,
I stick with my I stick with my brother no matter what.
Hey.
Actually, I guess Alice has dropped us in an elevator too. So for me.
Look, you know how dangerous them, as you guys are stepping in, do you know how dangerous them elevator things are? If you really want to stop the devil, the best way would probably be to take the stairs. It'll be a little slower, but we're more guaranteed to get there.
You see Seth basically ignore you. This isn't a cold shoulder. This is just dead focus. Tunnel
Alright.
vision.
I'll see you up there. Don't get stuck.
Don't worry. I don't think he wants me to get stuck.
Wait, can 2 minotaurs fit on an elevator?
I believe it's 2,500 pounds, and I'm not enlarged, so probably.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good.
If I was enlarged, just me couldn't ride an elevator.
Legitimate concerns. Legitimate concerns.
Okay. So who do we want to follow first? Do we want to follow Elevator Brothers or Skuka as you start climbing up 16 flights of stairs alone?
Skuka.
Okay. Skuka. Start taking the stairs, I assume.
Yeah. Skuka feels
Okay.
great. Well, that's the thing. Skuka doesn't feel great, but
He doesn't feel.
yeah, the absence of temptation and guilt and sadness and all the other things, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. Skuka is just, well, my friends need me to kill the devil, so that's what I'm gonna do. There's no feelings here. It's just, hey, that's the natural progression.
No hard feelings, literally.
No feelings.
Yeah, none.
I mean, it's not necessarily like none feelings. None feelings left be. It's I made myself laugh. It's more. It's you still get that fuzzy sort of sense of like emotion, but it's like it's so disconnected from your actual headspace.
Nope, that's ignorable. La 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 la.
Roll me a perception check. Okay. On a 16, you know that that little buzz of feelings in the back of your head, that's ignorable. What isn't ignorable is the fact that the space in your pocket where you put the gem, yeah, it's suddenly lighter now.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You
Oh,
can
well.
see a shadow.
I would feel guilty or worried about that. But I can't. La 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 la.
You're enjoying this. You're enjoying the fact that your character feels nothing so much.
I have been on these meds. It's great until it's not.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. Me too.
Oof, did I just make it too real for everyone?
A little bit.
Let me enjoy this period while I can, okay?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's
You
why I
feel
didn't
nothing.
argue about you taking the stairs.
You feel nothing. And sometimes feeling nothing is the best thing you can feel. And you just sort of numbly la 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 up these stairs. Your legs kind of hurt because that's, physical pain, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You don't even miss Bubbles anymore.
Oh no.
She means nothing to you. No one, I mean, logically, they mean something, but
I know that she is important. It is a core bond of mine. It's literally written on my character sheet. Friends are more important, and Bubbles probably more so than everyone. But you're right. I don't miss her at the moment, and that's great
her.
too, because that was really hurting me.
yeah, you don't feel any of that pain. And it's kind of nice. It'd be cool if it could stay that way. It'd be cool if it could stay that way. Hear that voice sort of creeping in your head. It'd be
voice?
cool if it could stay that way.
Ah, it's you again. Sorry.
You did enter my building.
Yeah, no emotions for you to play on now, though, buddy.
No, but I couldn't keep it like this. You seem to be enjoying it, so.
Let's just say I'm comfortably numb, alright? You got nothing on me.
I know. I'm not trying to get you. I've got what I need. This
Sure
is
you
just
have.
fun. Oh, did no one tell you?
Are you hoping that I feel curiosity right now?
Right, no, I need that. It'll be great. I'm sure Bubbles will enjoy the company. And hey, guess what? You don't feel any concern.
I don't. It's fantastic.
And you can keep traipsing up these stairs.
There's
Where did
elevator music for the stairs?
No, that's just Skuka humming.
Where the frick did I put? I swear I put elevator music in here somewhere. Let me find it. There it is. I got
I
it.
can sense, without even seeing the DM screen, That you have the same sort of musical organization as Alice does.
That's how I did it.
Everything is named. Everything is named. I just
And-
have one
and
that's
that's
named
it. And
elevators. Is this on loop? I don't remember. I can't find it. I just had it and I can't find it. It's on loop, it's fine. Okay, 2 of you in the elevator. How's it going? What you doing?
Standing there in silence.
Right.
That sounds like us.
This
Okay.
is legitimate, like, horse blinders. He is absolute tunnel vision.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
This is a 14 past literally anything at this point.
Both of us
14?
are set.
Both of you.
I got a 9.
Okay. On a 9, you know, this elevator's real interesting.
Yeah, I thought so.
There's just like, there's that itch to press all the buttons and stop at every floor, and you know you can, but like, it's distracting you. On a 14 though, Cepheus, you can sort of see the shadows of you and your brother, and they're pretty big shadows. They're pretty big Minotaur boys. You can start seeing them sort of move on their
What's
own.
casting the light that's creating the shadows?
The elevator light.
Okay. I wasn't
You're not-
sure if that. I was picturing an elevator that had like an exterior window and the moonlight is shining. I don't know. Yeah.
Nah, it's just a fluorescent light at the top, and you can see your shadows almost like separate from you and start moving, and they slide underneath the crack of the door, and they disappear.
That's some
Seth
Peter
notices.
Pan shit.
Cepheus notices. Seer doesn't.
Oh, then I take back my Peter Pan comment.
He notices. In his mind, he thinks it's probably not good, but also, is it really gonna affect me swinging my axe as hard as I can into the devil? And goes, nope.
Okay, roll me a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
That's my best saving throw. 17.
Heck yeah.
That's
You are
not
able to
too-
catch yourselves and not fall on your butt as this elevator shudders and drops. Just a little.
Of course it does. Do I get an advantage if I was expecting this to happen?
Still be a 17.
Seth
Yeah,
is
I
gonna
know.
say something that's true, but he also kind of feels like it's a joke, and he goes, "If the elevator falls, lie down. It's 80% harder to break a bone lying down than it is standing up." And it's a really weird thing for Seth to say because it doesn't fit his character at all.
It's the 1% Cepheus knows.
It's the one fact that he knows.
I don't plan to wait long enough for it to fall, and I look for the hatch in the ceiling of the elevator.
You know, it's weird,
Uh.
like it dropped, but it didn't like drop like plummet. It was just sort of a boop.
Look,
Yeah.
Sort of like on a roller coaster, like on like one of those drop rides.
you all didn't take any spoons with you, okay? That's all I'm saying.
I'm looking for a
Why are we
hatch on
eating
the
each
ceiling
other
of
if
the
we get
elevator.
trapped?
There is no spoon.
Okay.
Oh my god, come on, the Matrix.
Yeah, we got
Thank
it,
you.
okay? We're in an elevator that's about to drop, and you're talking about Matrix references. Mr. I took the stairs.
We're gonna die.
Hey,
We got
excuse
it.
me
We got it.
for
But we're
gloating.
focused on something else right now, okay?
Excuse me for gloating non-emotionally over here, okay? It's method acting at this point.
I'm gonna miss this cast. Oh my god. All right, let's get out of this elevator before it falls. How do I do that?
You feel like you're stopped somewhere.
Okay, then I try
You're
to
not
pry
moving up, you're
open
not
the
moving down. Yeah,
try to
sure.
pry
Make
open
me
the doors.
a strength saving Strength, athletics. We'll do athletics.
Athletics, sure. 19.
You are able to start prying open the doors. You are you're like halfway up a floor.
Awesome. Seth, can you
Seth is-
fit?
Chances are the answer is going to be no. Seth is standing there as if he's waiting for something.
The door is about like halfway open.
Okay. Is it like fighting against me to trying to close, or is it like I opened it and now it's open?
It's like a little bit open. Like you were able to open it, and so you're able to get like maybe a foot of the door open so far. You can see that the elevator is stopped like almost crookedly halfway up a floor, like in between. Like you can see the floor and then like the opening like up there.
Okay. Can I pull myself up onto the floor?
It's about a foot of movement. You're gonna need to make another athletics to pull it open even more to fit in, because y'all are beefy. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna use an advantage on this one.
Yeah.
And I'm glad
Good.
I did.
You are able to pry open the door enough, and as you pry it open, you can feel the thing creak and like drop a little bit more. The
Come on,
music's still
Seth, we
going,
got-
though.
We got to get out of here, Seth. Now. Is it wide enough for my brother?
The brother's not enlarged, so yeah.
You're
Get
just
out,
bop
Seth.
into this elevator music.
Seth. Now.
He's gonna wait
I-
for a second. Yeah. Seth's gonna slide through the easiest, whichever opening is easiest for him to climb through. And he's gonna
Yeah.
immediately.
Climb up, you can sort of squeeze up and climb up onto this floor. You look like you're on floor 8-ish. You got 8 more to go.
He looks immediately for the stairs.
As you turn to the stairs, there's Skuka. Merrily la-di-da-di-dying up the stairs.
I pull myself up out of the elevator.
And as you climb out, you see Skuka merrily la-di-da-di-dying up the stairs.
He said just to take the elevator. Does that mean he's on this floor? Sorry, talking to War.
Oh,
I'm assuming does War supersede the "don't tell anyone I'm here"?
yeah, War does.
Okay. Because I mean, I'm sure
Uh,
she could hear what he was saying to me too.
The thing is War knows, so there's no point in keeping it secret. And
Yeah.
War just kind of goes, I don't fucking know. What do you think? The devil likes playing fair? Probably just wanted to chuck you out in an elevator and see what would happen.
Does he seem like the kind of person to do that? Seems like the
Yes!
one that just wants you to play into
I've
his
known him
hands.
for literal eons. Yes, sometimes he just chucks mortals around for funsies.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like the time for him to be doing something like that, but I guess.
He likes pretending like he's in control. Dropping you out of an elevator, yeah, that feels like control.
So what you're saying is he's probably scared. Worried, at least.
He's rattling like a rattlesnake. Or he's scared. Which is fun. It's fun. I'll say I enjoy it. And then you can actually hear like an almost like a pop and like a grunt of pain from Moore. He just goes, all right, yeah, I forgot. He's here. Right, yeah.
Sistra, I'm not sure if he's on this floor or not.
You're right there, are you?
Skuka, you see 2 Minotaurs crawling out of a broken elevator.
How did the elevator treat you?
About as well as the stairs probably treated you.
Fair enough.
Let's go get the devil.
Aye.
Sorry, I have to double back here and say that I don't know if it's here instead of he's here, and Seth's walked off, but to say that he's immediately going towards the devil, I mean, unless you've eluded that or incited him.
You can incite Seppies if you want.
I'm just
I have 2 abilities that let me locate fiends. But I've used up all of one of them, and the other one, I don't know. Can I use Devil's Bane to try to guess where he would be likely be in this building?
Look, I believe when we were redesigning Bloodhunter for the stream, I literally said, "Fuck it, it's the last few episodes, so fuck it, it's the last few episodes." Sure.
Okay. So I can make a what check do you want me to make here?
Let's make this would be tracking, so let's go survival.
Okay,
I'm really
survival.
bopping this skill.
And I have advantage on it because of Devil's Bane.
Yeah.
So that's a 17.
17. It's you can feel like pestilence, like you can feel that almost like that necrotic creeping as pestilence sort of comes to the forefront of your head, and you can see. It's interesting because like normally when you pop your divine sense, you can sort of get that undercurrent and like see where things are. For this one, it's a different feeling. It's almost as if you step into the eye of a storm. Everything else around you is absolute chaos, but you can see this is the center, and things are calm, except for one beacon at the very, very top of this building.
I call my friend Seth Skuka this way.
All right, fair enough.
Seth's gonna walk, but he's gonna talk to War again real quick.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not much of a thinker, but if he's in here,
Yeah.
what are we chasing?
He's not in here. Ow. It's just a part of him. When you cut off his head, he just sort of zoomed into you. It's not like me being in here where this is the only place I can be. He's a little bit more than that.
Can I try and expel him again at this point?
You do have protection from evil and good on you, so yes.
I will try and expel him again, and I'm gonna put an advantage on this wisdom save. Oh no, I don't need to. I get it from this,
Get it from
the
protection.
buff.
You know what? I can say if you want to do like because we have so many advantages. If you want to roll with advantage and then use a gifted advantage to roll again with advantage, you can, because we have so many advantages right now.
I'll just use the one. I'll just use
Okay.
the buff.
Okay.
A 17.
Okay. On a 17, you can actually, you know what? To make this fair, I'm going to roll for him, for the devil. And you know what? Because I'm feeling nice, I'm going to put one of my disadvantages on this.
Oh.
Seth,
You
yeah.
don't
Seth
need
is
to
trying to
trade me.
imagine like a castle and pushing him out of it.
Okay.
That's his
You don't
mental.
You've got like a lot of things helping you right now. So you've got war, you've got protection from evil and good, your own mental fortitude. So I'm gonna roll for this and see what happens. You rolled a 2. You push the devil out. You can actually, your ears pop, and you can feel this thing get pushed from you. If anyone is watching Steph at this moment, you can see like the faintest trails of red smoke sort of out of his nostrils. But that's it. I feel like you can stop the elevator music.
Seth takes a deep breath.
Your head feels lighter.
All right, he's here. He was in my head, not in like war, but not quite. He told me to come to the library.
But he's gone now.
Well, seems like I kicked him out.
All right.
Or do you feel his presence?
Now, you seem scot-free. Good job. I didn't think you were much of a thinker, but, you know, you got more to you than you look.
Yeah, you too. I mean, the more to you than you look thing.
I feel like this is a compliment, so I'm going to take it. Thank you.
Yeah. He told me to come here, said take the elevator. Now it's broken, I guess. So I'm just wondering if he wants us to stop on this floor or to keep going to the top. Any ideas?
Well, do we know where the library is?
Mackenzie, you're muted.
You're in the library. You're standing in the library right now.
How big is
Fantastic.
this library? It's more than 8 floors?
It's 16 floors.
Of what?
Wow.
This is based on a real library, y'all.
Really? I have never seen a library that big. I'm jealous.
Google
the
the
one in-
Geisel Library at UCSD.
Wow.
Seems
I'm
normal to me.
uncreative.
I'm looking.
University library at my university. University
Geisel?
library. University library at my university is the longest one in the UK. It's a mile long end to end.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I love
I'm
the
so
that
jealous
I have
of these
a-
places.
Yeah, actually, thank you for showing me what I'm expecting because this is
Here, I'll pop the link in our Zoom chat so y'all can see what I'm
actually,
basing
yeah,
this
real
on.
talk. Mackenzie, you basing this off real places is helping me a lot.
Yeah,
thank you. Shout out.
To all DMs watching, giving your players pictures is really helpful. If you're using a fantasy setting, Magic the Gathering cards work wonders.
Yeah, fun fact, y'all. A lot of Old Hyperion is based off my university, which isn't UCSD, but it's based off the university down the street. A lot of the area around it is based off my area, but I was just like, nah, my university library isn't epic enough. Let me go find the most epic library I know. And then I
This
remembered
is
that one.
beautiful.
I know. Fun fact, the library in Inception, or the Snow Fortress in Inception is based off that.
Wow, makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
We all learned something. It's also named after Dr. Seuss.
Oh wow, hey, I found an interior map.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at actually. Okay.
I didn't. That's more research than I did.
I see the
yeah.
elevator shafts, and I see the stairs, and I see... Okay.
We should get moving. The longer we give him the longer we give him time to think, the more time he's gonna have to plan.
Well,
Don't worry. I'm planning too.
certainly going to be on the top floor.
He seems
Well,
like
then
the
let's
type.
get climbing.
I mean, think about it. Where else do you keep your explicit content?
Yeah. I trust you to think like him. I mean, not in the bad way, but you know.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, no insult taken.
He might not like me later, but for now, no insult taken.
Can't
Okay.
feel anything.
Well, let's continue.
Okay.
Right.
You go up the stairs?
Take the stairs.
Okay. You take the stairs. There's
Okay.
a lot of stairs.
Well,
There's a lot of stairs.
let's continue. I take them 3 at a time.
You go up the stairs? Big beefy Minotaur
stairs.
takes the stairs multiple
Take the
multiples at a time.
stairs.
There's a
Does
lot of
Skuka
stairs.
want a lift?
There's a lot of I don't know. Skuka
I
want to
take
be
'em 3 at a
carried?
time.
You go up the stairs? Big beefy Minotaur
stairs.
takes the stairs multiple
Oh my
multiples
God.
at a time.
There's a
Does
lot.
Skuka-
Whoops, might have been a little bit of echo there.
What?
I opened the stream. I'm now very confused. I heard you like twice. I'm very, very confused.
Cepheus offered to carry you.
Oh, no, I'm alright, thank you. I've got these nice 2 legs here.
If you've been noticing, Seth has been walking up the stairs 3 at a time, basically tripling your speed, or dashing and waiting at the top of every set of stairs.
Sounds to me like you're doing a forced march there, Cepheus. You want to watch yourself. You're going to give yourself a level of exhaustion.
Here, Skuka.
Appreciate the concern.
Meta pigeon.
Skuka, climb on my back.
I mean, I can if you want, but you two are going to be knackered, you know. Sometimes more haste, less speed.
I don't need to dash to keep up with Seth.
Scrat, do you want me to give the rest of your party exhaustion? Is that what you're trying to do?
No,
Fine.
I'm just being extra cautious.
Did you think I was gonna give the rest of your party exhaustion?
No, I'm just being very logical.
I'm a monk. I literally have more movement speed. I could keep up.
All right.
I'm a barbarian.
you are
I
getting
also
left
have
in the
more
dust.
movement speed.
Oh right, you do.
Skuka,
I forgot. What's your movement speed?
Just 40.
Okay, that's what mine is too. Never mind. If you're dashing,
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, no, Seth is basically like, fine. If you don't want me to carry you, I'm just gonna go.
All right.
The longer we wait.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
let's get to the
Cepheus-
top.
Cepheus and Cicera, make me a perception check.
A 13.
A 5.
Cicera, you see, fuck all. These are stairs. There's some weird art on these stairs. It's a little weird. I really don't like that piece. Like, that waist just looks wrong. Sorry, Cepheus, as you're walking, as you look back and look at Skuka. I still get your names mixed up, even after all these games. It is weird. As you sort of look, there is like an after image sort of hovering next to him. It looks like him, but not in that sort of jaunty, la-di-da-di-da, can't feel nothing, everything's fine, sort of look. It looks, how he normally looks. And it's got a sort of sickly green tinge to it. You also see, on a 13, for a brief second, flash of pink in the corner of your vision.
Or I just had an idea. Just
Wait, you had an idea? I thought you just said you weren't a thinker.
you can sense where the horsemen are, right?
Yeah? Sort of, yeah. We've got a little bit more of a connection than like normal brother-sister thing, sibling thing, so yeah.
When this is over, do you want to try and find death?
There is a big pause. And then you just hear War go, well, fucking shit. No, I found death.
Wait. Where?
They're upstairs.
If Seth can dash faster, he's dashing faster.
Do you
Yeah,
tell the rest of
Cicera
your
is too.
party what War said?
No. He is dead focused, and you see Seth pick up the pace even more.
Okay.
Saying
Cicera
nothing,
is keeping up with his brother.
almost panicked. He starts picking up the pace.
If I need to, I can burn key to dash as a bonus action.
I'm not. You don't have to. It's fine.
I mean, like I can dash as my action, so I can move 80 feet, And then if that's not fast enough to keep up with panicking Seth, then oh no, wait, I don't have any key left. I guess I burned them already. Never mind.
Hey,
I'm just gonna dash regularly, but I'm keeping up with Seth as much as I can.
Hey y'all. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that you took the potions of long rest and healing with you from the car, right?
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
Who has them?
I figured they were just on our person.
That's what I
why.
figred too.
Seth and I each have one. Skuka drank his.
Shriga drank his, and then you have three potions
Superior.
of the beefiest healing. I don't remember what the level is.
Well, there's actually a one
Superior.
higher. There's a legendary one, isn't there?
I don't know.
She's-
Whatever the healing is, it's the beefiest one.
The beefiest one. There is one higher than superior.
Okay,
I believe.
then it's that one.
Oh. Okay.
What is it? I don't know. I just gave you. I literally just said the beefiest healing potion.
Supreme healing, 10d4 plus 20.
Yeah. You have those. Sure, why not? Fuck it. It's
Okay,
the last,
cool.
last two episodes.
Then in that case, oh no, I'm gonna hang on to that because
Okay.
I might be out of key, I might be almost out of spells, but I still got a sack of hit points, and I'm gonna wait till I'm almost out of everything before I drink that potion.
Oh,
No
you're out of
worries.
spells? Must suck. to
No,
not
no,
use spells.
almost. I said almost. I still have 2 spells.
Trust me, I
awesome.
know the feel.
1 spell. Never mind. 1 spell.
You can keep
Yeah.
charging up these stairs.
Yeah.
Seth is
All the way to
moving.
the top.
Okay.
Tippy top. I got
Skuka,
something I
you're
need to say.
You're Skuka. You're kind of left behind. Do you try to keep up, or are you just sort of?
Oh, no, I would have accepted the carry.
Okay.
Sure. Then
By whom?
Either, you know.
Seth has the higher strength score.
Yeah, I'll carry him. That means I can only move half speed.
I just
so-
would have protested with the advice that they're in danger of, making themselves tired. That's all.
God, you're tempting me here.
Hey, if you give me exhaustion, I just take the health, the potion.
The long rest
Mhm.
potion.
Yeah.
I know.
Which we're gonna drink anyway. It's fine. But
Yeah.
Guys,
quick question.
when
How are
we-
you carrying Skuka? I just want to know. Are you piggybacking? Are you like bridal
Well,
style?
I'll be piggybacking.
by the lapels of his coat.
You know,
Yeah, just like fucking dragging it.
normally it would be bridal style, but for the sake of moving fast, I will be piggybacking.
Okay. Cicera, you got something to say?
It's just, guys, just when we find the devil, trust me, I have an idea. And if my idea doesn't work, whatever else we were originally planning on doing will still be an option.
Look, we're just gonna go kill the devil, right?
And eventually. Are you gonna say something, Scar?
We're just gonna go and kill the devil, right? What's the
Plan.
big issue?
The big issue is there's more at stake than killing the devil. Bubbles,
Right, yeah, we need to
Us?
save Bubbles.
the
Yeah, we need
entire world
to
is
save ourselves
in-
and the world, yeah.
is in
Bubbles is
in
up there.
jeopardy here, and if we can do that, I believe believe me, I want to kill the devil. I want to wipe that smirk off his face as much as anyone. But we can't forget why we're fighting. If 1, 2, 3 times now, soon to be 4, I will have faced the devil, and each time he ran away because he was afraid of my punches. Just trust me. Let me try one thing to make sure he doesn't run away.
You just missed something big, but hey.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I have a fear.
I was busy talking.
Oh, Seth just said something and it just went completely unnoticed. He told you. You didn't listen, so he's gonna keep
well.
moving. He warned you.
Keep climbing.
Steph's climbing.
And you can climb
Yep.
and climb and climb. And at some point you reach a point where you can't climb anymore and you reach the landing of the 16th floor. It's interesting, as you crest the landing. For a while these stairs have just been pretty normal. Sort of just plain concrete stairs with a little bit of the ridges on the end. But as you walk and you reach this top floor, it sort of peters off into a hardwood floor. It's very nice. And as you sort of walk and you sort of step into this room, you step into such a large space. And there's a jukebox going in the corner. This space, it's like the top floor, but there isn't necessarily like the books or anything. It's very nice, almost like a very nice study space. Very nice hardwood floors and desks that are lacquered, with very nice lamps that have stained glass lampshades on them. At the center of the room, there's a desk, sort of looking out through these wide glass windows, and you can see the devil sort of just sitting there, not facing you, sort of wings lazily flapping behind him, and lined all across these rooms are gems very similar to the one that you saw pulled out of Scratticus' chest. Some of different shapes and sizes, but all kind of pulsing with that faint white glow tinged with different colors, lining the walls, sort of glittering hundreds upon hundreds of them.
Steph's gonna do something that he hasn't done before, and he's gonna click what looks like a pen, and it's going to extend into a javelin, and he's gonna toss it.
Okay,
He's not waiting for anything.
throw it.
Oh wait, he has a spear, even better. Yeah, he's gonna toss a spear. It does a 27 hit.
Oh, 27
wait.
will hit the devil.
Yeah, okay. That is 15 damage. Oh no, wait,
Okay.
no. 13, because I'm not raging.
Cool.
So it's just the thunder damage, and yeah.
And as you sort of throw this and you see this javelin pierce into the shoulder, again, the devil, like, it's like when you cut off his arm again. It hits him. You see it make that impact, but he doesn't react. But you can see him raise one hand, and it's the hand you cut off, but it is fully formed again. And he just sort of raises a hand, snaps his fingers, and the rock that is playing in the background comes to a screeching halt.
Where's Bubbles?
And I need everyone to make me. Hold on, let me pop the spell.
I choose not to hang on.
Oh yeah, I'd say you could have gotten up.
No. It's okay. I was joking.
Okay. I need everyone to make me a strength check against the spell casting ability check from me, and I'm gonna use 3 advantages to cancel out my disadvantage I get from exhaustion.
Why 3?
Because it's a check for all 3 of you. So all 3 of you need to make me strength checks, and I make an individual spell casting check.
Even with my high strength, I am going to use an advantage because your girl is afraid. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna use advantage as well. Because I am not strong.
I'm not gonna roll.
You
I'm
have
gonna
to.
use an auto success.
This is contested roll, so you cannot use an auto
Ah. Yeah.
success. Sorry.
Yeah. Advantage then.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Hecky. Heck. Okay, well.
Very good.
All right.
Take that flat roll. Take that.
All right. I'm doing 3 flat rolls. I'm using 3 advantages to cancel out my disadvantages.
That's a big hurdy.
That's big hurdy.
Isn't very nice.
No, it isn't. So he holds up one hand, and the music stops. And he holds up the other hand, and you, Cepheus, you are in mid follow through as you fling this thing, and you freeze. You cannot move. You are locked in place. The others of you, on a nat 20, it's still less than what I rolled for him, but it is a nat 20. I'm tempted. We'll see. Cicera, you try and you know you can get yourself ready to get these punches, and you get ready to run, and then suddenly something locks up and you freeze.
I'm paralyzed.
You are telekinetically held in place.
Can I still speak?
You can.
Good to know. I'll think about what I want to say.
Okay. Skuka, I will say, with a nat 20, you are able to get the closest, or get to where you want to be in this room, whether that is far the fuck away or close and personal with the devil. That is up to you, but you're able to get there before you feel this thing, something grab a hold of you, and you cannot move.
Honestly, I would really like it if actually Skuka, when they did get there, he sees Cepheus moving, but he decides not to move. He just sort of puts his hands in his pockets before the telekinesis comes on, and I'd like the nat 20, as you often give us an effect for it.
Yes.
For the devil to not be sure whether his feckin' spells worked or not.
I'll allow it. Sounds good. The devil believes you are in place. And he sort of turns around. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you feeling? And as he turns around, you see floating sort of centralized to the 2 of his wings, 2 gems. One is very familiar. A gem, diamond in shape, that is red and purple with a little hint of sickly green to it. It looks very similar to the one that was pulled out of Skuka's chest. The one on his right is a diamond shape, almost more elegant in cut. Black fills its core with flashes of pink. I see you came to say hi to your friends.
Actually, I've come to bargain.
Alright. And you can see the devil come up to you. You still can't move. You're still sort of frozen in place, and he comes up to you and even puts a finger beneath your chin. Talk to me, my friend. What are you willing to pay?
I hear you can't resist a game.
Okay.
Is it true? Are those stories true?
Depends. What are we betting?
I have an important question.
Yes.
Are the diamonds suspended in air?
Yes.
Good to know.
Cool. What are you willing to play, my friend? What are you willing to bet? A game is not fun without any stakes. I just dropped my pen. That is Mac, not the devil, but it's fine. The devil's cooler than I am.
I doubt it.
I'm very uncool. The devil is very cool.
Devil's a nerd.
What do you want?
Someone quote that, please.
Devil is a nerd.
I pushed
What do
the
you
devil
want?
into lockers in middle school.
What do you think I want, my friend? After all, I've already got 2 of you.
I think you want the other 2 diamonds, presumably the ones in me and my brother.
You're smarter than you look.
Do you know what I want?
Your friends back, me not to end the world. There's a bunch
I want
of
you
things.
gone. Never coming back.
So you want to
And yeah, I
play?
want my friends back.
Alright. Then what sort of game do you propose?
A dance-off.
Sisera, I'm not letting you bet. I'm not
We've
letting you
got
bet
this.
war.
Neither am I. I'm gonna cast Catapult on my crystal and send it towards the nearest wall.
Okay. You can. Are you trying to break? What are you trying? Are you trying to break the wall, or are you trying to break your crystal?
Trying to break the crystal.
Okay. Roll me that damage.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna make any second guesses with the weight. I'm casting this at level 2. No, I'm not. I'm casting.
I will
casting-
say this is less than a pound. This is less than a pound.
Get rid of the sneak and dueling because it doesn't exist. But yeah, 13 bludgeoning damage.
13 bludgeoning damage. Make me a DC 14 saving throw.
Who, me?
This is again. Yeah, this is your soul.
I choose to fail.
Okay. What were you expecting to happen when this breaks? What did you want to happen?
I'm like a dog chasing a car, Mac. I don't know what would happen if I actually caught it.
Alright, cool. Just wondering. This thing shatters. You cast it and you can see this thing ripped from the devil's side and it smashes into the wall and there is a ripple of sickling green energy, and from this crystal rises a shape that looks like you, but not. It is green and sickly. That what you normally have as a mohawk is just sort of this limp and flat and pressed against your head. Cheeks are sunken in, and there are, where your eyes should be, there are nothing but gaping holes, but it just sort of stands there and just
So, monster
devil
version
turns
of
to
the
you.
Rick and Morty spa day. Got it.
and the devil looks at you. All right, you want to dance? Let's dance. And he raises, one hand is still raised, holding telekinesis with the other. He flicks it out almost lazily, almost as if he's brushing off something off one of his lapels. And a wave of hellfire streaks towards the three of you. And that is where we're going to end this episode of Apotheosis.
I don't know if I just did a good thing or a bad thing. I'm in danger.
We're all in danger.
At this point, Steph's getting a little attached to war. He doesn't want to give that up. I still love that like first 2 episodes of War was like, we hate each other. And then he's like, actually, friends? Be my friend, please?
How are we all feeling?
Stressed?
That. Or
I mean-
Stressed or squeak?
that.
Guka's not feeling anything, you know, so...
Well, that might be different now that you've broken your soul gem.
Really did catch me way off guard with the, oh, I know where death is. Please.
You had to paralyze Sasira so I could, like start gyrating his hips as he said dance off.
I love the fact that's been your plan for weeks, hasn't it? Let's be
That
honest.
has been my plan for weeks. Well, because we've established now 3 times that punching clearly doesn't work.
You know
And
what? We've got a week. We can talk about rules for a magical dance-off. Well, we got a week. I'm not saying it's off the table. I'm just saying, like, I have to find time to make rules for this and like figure out what damage does
I love the way
dancing with the
Mackenzie's
devil do.
saying that as though she hadn't already come up with a plan some weeks ago when it came up. Okay. Mhm.
I want to let you know that the Sasira's dance-off idea reminds me of Finn's rock-off idea on Adventure Time when he tries to out-rock the Lord of the Underworld.
Well, that's totally what we're doing. Also, I have another playlist that I made for Cicera, and I'm going to release it now. I couldn't release it before because there are at least 3 songs on it that are like Dance with the Devil.
So,
That's gonna be competing for the title for next episode. We'll see.
check out the social links then. The first of which is the Discord, where you can find that link being posted right now. And there will be a bunch of we'll be in there talking about it almost indubitably. So we'll see you over in the Discord. Also check out the Twitter and the YouTube where you can go and catch up, and Twitter where we talk about things, and you can send me a DM and I'll get you a game here on the show. Also check out what do we need to check out? We'll check out our sponsors, the Deck of Many. Psychic damage of failing at a dance off, goddamn. The Deck of Many, who create the Deck of Many Things, the Deck of Many animated spell cards, and Humblewood, a book which is going to be released at the beginning of November in hardback. You can get your own copy if you go and pre-order now. Also check out our other sponsors, Magehand Press, who are producing third-party content for D&D 5e, including Argo 37 as well. Alice produced Dark Matter, which is a space expansion for 5e, and Argo 37 is the campaign which Alice made, which is Timey-Wimey and a complete mindfuck. Yeah, this is it for us for this week, guys. We'll see you next week for the final episode of Apotheosis. Oh,
You froze for
You
a hot
froze.
sec.
You
You just
Yeah.
froze.
yeah, stream, yeah.
Right after you said timey-wimey, you froze in time.
Yeah, that we're aware of a problem with my connection. My ISP is working on it. I just randomly get dips every so often and spikes. It's not a drop, it's like a random spike. I can see it appearing on the Ethernet. Anyway, yes, final episode next week, where we will be, so yeah, join us for that. Until then, everyone, keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
We're going on a raid. Join us.
Woo! Devil is a Nerdist should be our raid cry.
Devil is a nerd.
Devil's a nerd.